Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's ETAPRIME back here again. The Legion Go is now up for pre-order over on Best Buy, and I kind of wanted to get everybody's thoughts on this. So we've got a lot of information about this handheld, and really we haven't seen kind of a full-blown review of it just yet. But for sure, as soon as I get my hands on one, I will be making a bunch of videos. And right now, at the time of making this video, they've got two different storage variants that you can pick up. I'll leave links in the description. They've got the 512 gigabyte version for $699. And they've got the 1 terabyte version for $749. So both of these will have the Z1 Extreme, and initially they did announce that they would be putting one out with the Z1 that's going to be less expensive, but I'm not exactly sure if or when that's ever going to launch. But with this video, I kind of wanted to get everybody's thoughts in the comments about this new handheld gaming PC, and if you're not familiar with the new Legion Go, basically what we've got here is a pretty powerful little handheld gaming PC. It's got an 8.8-inch 144Hz display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600, maximum brightness of 500 nits, and it's 97% DCI-P3. So we're going to have a really beautiful display with this. And to tell you the truth, this display looks like the exact one they're using in their new Y700 Legion tablet, at least the 2023 version. Recently did a video on that, and the screen on that is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's an 8.8-inch, same resolution, up to 144 Hz, so I'm thinking they're using that same screen there with the new Legion Go. Performance is going to be handled by the Ryzen Z1 Extreme APU. It's the same one they're using in the ROG Ally. So with that, we get 8 cores, 16 threads, and RDNA 3 graphics. That iGPU has 12 CUs, and it'll boost up to 2700 megahertz. When it comes to cooling that APU, they're going to be using their Legion Cold Front Cooler. So it's got flexible power modes up to a 30-watt TDP, and in quiet mode, the noise is only going to go up to 25 dB, but I'm sure thermals will be pretty hot in quiet mode, just like the ROG Ally. Basically, that's how they keep it nice and quiet. They allow that thing to kind of hit those maximum temperatures. The difference in performance between the ROG Ally and the Legion Go is really going to come down to the RAM they opted to use in the Go. This is utilizing 7,500 megatransfers per second as opposed to 6,400. And in my test at higher TDPs, I've seen anywhere from a 6 up to a 14 FPS increase going from 64 to 75 with other handhelds on the market right now. So in terms of running at higher frame rates or just having an overall smoother experience on the Go versus the ROG Ally, there is a chance we could here with the Go given that we have that faster RAM. But all of this is really going to come down to power management between the two, because, if we're running at a lower TDP on the Go, the ROG Ally will outperform it, and vice versa. I mean, that's just how it is with these APUs right now. The battery is also larger than the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, coming in at 49.2 watt-hour instead of 40 watt-hour. Super Rapid Charge Express, and I believe that's going to be up to 65 watts, just like the ROG Ally. Battery bypass mode, so you can leave this thing plugged in and not worry about overcharging that battery or utilizing the battery at all. You can actually just use wall power to power the APU. But one of the biggest differences here between the other handhelds on the market right now are the detachable controllers. And personally, I do think this looks pretty cool. There's several different modes, and they've got some stuff here that we haven't seen in basically any other device in the market so far. But first and foremost, this is a handheld. I usually don't set my handheld down on a stand and play it with a separate controller unless it's plugged into a bigger screen, and that's really going to come in handy with these detachable controllers. But one of the most interesting things about these detachable controllers is what they're calling FPS mode. And this is pretty cool because we can use the right one on the table as a mouse. They're calling this FPS mode, and this is the little demo that they've shown off. I think this is really interesting. Not exactly sure how much I'm going to be using it, but it's something I'd really like to try out. Again, this is the first time we've seen anything like this in a handheld. And one other thing we have here that's not on the ROG Ally is USB 4. So if they're using 40 gig USB 4 protocol, we can easily connect the Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 4, or a USB 4 eGPU to this. And of course, with the ROG Ally, we can, but we need a specific XG eGPU, which do cost significantly more. So yeah, I'm personally excited about the Legion Go. I think we're going to see some great performance here. We've got an idea of how that Z1 Extreme is going to perform at that 7500 megahertz RAM. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be an awesome little gaming machine with that 8.8-inch 144 Hz display. 144 Hz for this iGPU is definitely a bit overkill. But there are some indie games that will be able to take advantage of it. And watching higher refresh rate videos on this display is going to be a treat. I've put my pre-order in for the 1 TB version. Let me know in the comments below if this is something you're interested in, and if you are, I'll leave some links in the description. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, and like always, thanks for watching.